Well, what a delight for me it is to be at Zera Plants, but yet we're not here just to talk about plants. We're actually here to talk about this wonderful book that came out from Timber Press. It has two authors, Paul and Amy Campion. So Amy, let me talk to you a little bit about this and what inspired you in it and what motivated you to be a part of it.
Well, Timber asked me to do the editing on the book and the photos. And it was really an honor for me to do that because to work with Paul was just amazing. Paul is...
He's amazing. He's an amazing plantsman, isn't he?
He's an incredible plantsman, one of the most knowledgeable plantsmen I have ever met, and certainly one of the most knowledgeable in our area.
Right. Now, you actually moved here from where, about 5 years ago, right? Where'd you come from?
Well, I grew up in Minnesota, and I spent most of my adult gardening life in the Cincinnati area.
Wow. So that's literally different a lot than in this area, isn't it?
It is.
And what is it that you saw when you came here that you realize now, especially after reading this book? Because you've told me you wish you had this when you moved here because of all the information. So what does that mean to you?
I do wish I'd had that book. I actually killed a lot of plants.
Well, you're not. We often do that here
when
too.
I first started. I'm sure I'll kill a lot more, but I didn't realize how dry our summers were.
Right.
I didn't realize the east winds that come through the gorge, and a lot of things, a lot of subtle things about our climate and our conditions I didn't really understand. And had I known those things, I would have had a lot more success.
And this book, it addresses all of those issues, doesn't it?
Yes.
And then it gives you a great selection, and the pictures are stunning, but it's also a great layout of so many different varieties of plants from A to Z, and what it takes to really grow them well here.
Yeah, the plant profiles, the plant selection is really cutting edge.
Yeah.
It's pretty sophisticated. So even gardeners who are experienced, who have been in this area for a while, I think will really enjoy it.
And that's one of the things I've liked about it is that there's stuff that I'm going, oh, I know that plant, but then I read about it and I'm going, well, I didn't know that about it. So, we really do love this book. And now I'm going to throw it over to Judy, who's going to talk to Paul a little bit about things here at the store.
Well, thanks, William. So now I'm with Paul, who's the co-author of that wonderful book. And so, Paul, we've heard all about what Amy said about the book, but now of course, we have to talk about plants. So you've chosen a couple that do really well here. So tell us about them.
So I've chosen 4 plants that we talk about in the book, and they're plants that we consider climate adapted. And that means that they like winter wet, summer dry. We have dry summers and wet winters. And these plants can take those situations without any supplemental water in the summertime and still thrive and look good. Manzanita is very popular. They're native to the West Coast. This is Sunset, Arctostaphylos Sunset, 4 feet tall and 6 feet wide, dense shrub, nice bark.
Evergreen?
It's evergreen, it has white flowers, full sun,
Lovely.
and very easy to grow. It's a good landscape plant for low maintenance.
Nice, that's really great.
Long-lived. Another long-lived, low-water plant is the West Coast native Matilaha poppy or Romnea coulteri, which gets about 6 to 8 inch wide white flowers all summer long with a yellow center. It's also called fried egg flower. It likes no summer water and dry conditions and wet in the winter.
And that is really a cool one. This texture of the foliage is really pretty too.
It's blue and it looks really good with the big white flowers.
Nice. What's this one down here?
It's down here. This is, people are familiar with rock roses. Those are known as cistus mostly. This is another cistus, but it's a different genus called Halimmium or sunrose or golden rock rose. Ooh. And it bears yellow flowers for about 2 months in May through July. It's about 3 feet tall and 5 feet wide, evergreen, full sun, little summer water, and it's a good landscape plant. It's excellently adapted to our climate, and pollinators like it. It gets a lot of butterflies.
It's a beautiful flower, very nice.
Yeah.
And what about this last one?
And this last one is, people are familiar with our flowering currant, Ribes sanguineum. This is a hybrid between Ribes odoratum and Ribes sanguineum. This is Ribes gordonianum, which one has yellow flowers and one has pink flowers, and you combine the two and you get these salmon bicolor flowers. It's a large shrub for part shade, light summer water, about 8 feet tall and 8 feet wide with orange-red fall color. and it's super hardy to cold. It works on either sides of the Cascades.
Now these are all just wonderful plants that'll do great for you in your garden. So if you're interested at all, you have to come to Zero Plants and give us the address and where you are.
We're at 1114 Southeast Clay, which is in inner southeast Portland, 1 block south of Hawthorne.
And you know, you could pick up your copy of this wonderful book here, or you can go to your favorite bookstore. Thanks so much.
Thank you.